Alright, hello, it's Ayot. So there's gonna be a problem with these several episodes. I was trying to fix my laptop, and I updated things. I did other things for space and memory. I tried a whole different things. Eventually, it just turned out that my laptop could not handle a second hard drive inside of it, an internal hard drive, I maybe should specify. And it was just causing too much heat, and that was my problem all along. Although updating things probably didn't hurt, I assume, and turning things off like Windows animations and things like that. But the end result is, in that mess, I accidentally deleted, I think, at least, episode 9 and 10 of my reactions. I don't know where they went. I don't know how I deleted them because they were on the second drive. But I checked the laptop's internal and external drive, not external, but both the drives. And I must have deleted them, and they're just gone. So there will not be a 9 and 10. I will not be reacting because I don't think there's too much point in that. I don't think that would be very interesting. So that's just, unfortunately, that's just how it's gonna go. Originally, I was gonna do 9, 10, 11, 12, put them all on a video because I have been delaying this for a really long time. But what ended up happening is that I decided to do that with 11, 12, 13, and 14 and just finish the season. So unfortunately, 9 and 10 will not have anything to it. That's what's happened. Do not worry, I am going to be more frustrated that I accidentally deleted or something happened. Maybe they're corrupted or something. But something happened and I lost that footage. And yeah, it's just, that is going to be what it is, unfortunately. From here on out, I hope I can not have this horrible thing happen that makes me angry. But yeah, that be it. Enjoy the rest of the video. Thank you. Right, hello, this is Ayot, back with Ascendance of a Bookworm. I think I finally figured out what was happening with my laptop. I put in another second drive thinking that it would be fine. I didn't realize just how much heat an SSD card generates. So the laptop actually couldn't handle it. So effectively I wasted my own time, because this laptop is cheap, doesn't really have a fan that keeps itself cool. So it just was overheating really quickly, and that was causing problems. And yeah, I'll have to do something about either the space or a laptop cooling thing, I guess. But hopefully I can just, at least I will have to manage the space on my laptop for now, I suppose. But with that out of the way, episode 11, finally, I think. Let us begin. 3, 2, 1, 0. Sorry, I should have said start instead of 0. I don't know why I changed that. I may be a little paranoid. Hopefully it works out without me doing too much. and also I've watched this first few minutes a few times already, just because I was trying to see if this video would work, and it very quickly did not every single time. So after these first few minutes, I will not, or even after this opening has finished, I will not have watched any part of this episode. But yeah, sorry about that. Sorry that explanation might have been longer than I wanted to. But now I can listen to this opening again. It's a nice, soft sound, I guess. I don't know what I wanted to say there. I'm trying to remember the characters as I go. I'll have to keep track of how much these recordings actually do, because I'm trying to do another one after this if this works out well. But I obviously have to have the space. I updated everything on my laptop trying to fix that, but it ended up just being a temperature thing, which is kind of annoying. Speaking of temperatures, actually, I guess my laptop felt like mine. There was too much going on and overheated. Is the mana getting like that? Book. Coco indeed. Okay, so that is what was happening. That it was some kind of web. Drink tool. Mm-hmm. A book. Hmm. So that means it already absorbs stuff? Hmm. Mm-hmm. Did she not get this explained to her before? They did. But maybe I'm wrong. And it has been quite some time since the last couple of episodes that I explained it. Due to me being sick and a few other things happening. No. It was hers. Hmm. They're really that rare. Okay. Hmm. So she would basically, I was gonna say, she would basically have to be adopted by a noble, I guess, if she really wanted to. But a contract would probably make more sense, I suppose. Made a contract with a noble. That kind of contract. Okay. Is gonna be married on? Who would marry someone in that kind of condition, though? Yeah, I mean, yeah. But who would marry someone who's effectively sick and dying? Get like, if they were really kind, I'm trying to say this from like a noble, not like noble as in kind, but a noble as in a rich person, right? It wouldn't. Can the devouring be passed down? I guess the mother doesn't have it, or didn't have it, or the father. It just shows up, I guess. Oh, jeez. Devious. For now. Or now. Is Lut still working? Even though she's in here? You know that with the pants on? Did she tell her? Well, she isn't. Well, she won't be, I should even say. I'm a kid at all, but please. Pata. I feel like you should be not telling him how to make specific things, right? Like that, now that you're like a business person. Oh yeah, they're both sick. You're both merchants now, so picking specific things would be a bad idea, right? Fountain bath? I don't know. Yeah, really? At least an optimistic view of it, I suppose. That's the ornaments mine made, right? Hmm? I see. Hmm? Nice. Did she actually feel homesick? You've been here for about 2 years now, right? Something close to that. At least a year, right? You 6 when the thing started? And the bathtub was 8, right? Or were you. Whatever. They'll probably tell me in a sec or in the next episode. I can't remember just how old they were. I just know. Second one too, so sort of. Mm. No, yeah. Like I said, you shouldn't just be going making random things. She's the protagonist, so she can do that. I do like how Ben though actually does care in some way. Obviously not the most sentimental, but you would have to make them by sooner than that. Unless she finds a solution to that. Sorry about that. I mean, I guess comparatively, she's a rich girl to everyone around her at this point, I think, right? Hmm. Gotta tell him. Do it. Be honest. No, it was not. Mm-hmm. Almost an infinite amount of money, really. Mm-hmm. Mm, I mean, technically, but also not technically. I guess physically. Oh, yeah, possibly. Mm, guess it depends on the knowledge you get. I don't know about never returning. Did he lose that die? I don't think so. I think they would prefer you to be alive. No, that's sweet. Understandable. It's a very sad note to end that on. I wonder if the father will do something then. It seemed not ominous, but I feel like it's set up for something. But I'm not quite sure. Yeah, it looks like everything works now again. Yes, it's still a possibility that the laptop will overheat, but it looks like it's fine. I didn't see the camera die, I guess. Is the right way to say that? And the video didn't hiccup or anything such as that. So yeah, I think it is fixed. I also forgot about this very lullaby ending. Very nice. Annoyingly, I will have to. I forgot that I was putting the videos on the other hard drive, so I'll have to reopen the laptop and put that in, get the videos, and then retake the thing out. No, sorry about that. Those pancakes. I felt like a random little thing. That was probably maybe the saddest of these episodes so far, to be honest. Even sadder than finding out that mine wasn't mine from notes, but I saw them. Solemn. Sorry. No, I said solemn. Alright. This is gonna be it for this one. Thank you. Next one to start, hopefully soon. Goodbye. Alright, this is episode 12. Everything has gone well so far, and so hopefully I will continue not to have problems with my laptop, and so I can actually finish this series that I started quite a long time ago. I think it's been several months, and it should not have taken this long, but it has. And without further ado, I suppose, we should get started on the next one. 3, 2, 1, start. Sorry. Couldn't find the play button for a second there. Scushy. She has to make a contract with a noble. What that means, I guess, is not completely known so far. It's a little bit louder than I was hoping for. Last time it was a little too quiet. Okay, I think that's good. Sorry for the extra mouse clicks. But I would imagine the family does not want her just to simply die, right? they don't want to be separated, but I really doubt they would want that. Like, would it be a better thought that they know that she's still alive somewhere, right? Obviously, it's a difficult situation, right? And don't. You'd rather them be able to stay together, right? And then such a that. But I don't know, who knows? Maybe they'll find out something else. So I have watched all of Attack on Titan. This world is actually a cool world. Actually, that might be the guys with the devouring. Just fucking just attaches to people and they just fucking die. So maybe it is a cool world. I'm sorry, song. You were incorrect. I don't know what I'm talking about. Baptism and that paradise. You're giving up the job. I don't think you have to do that. If you only have a year to go, and you want some amount of money for your family? Guess I'm being pragmatic, I guess, but and you were pulling your loots for his future too, so it's kind of a problem for him stopping as well, right? He's making more money this way, isn't he? Oh. Hmm. Mm-hmm. Maybe Yodi thinks is hell anyways. Mm. It is possible to move you. I hope it's more that you started to care and not that you gave up. Mm. Mm. Magnanimity? I don't think I've ever seen that word before. What was that face? I don't think I've seen a face like that before. That's weird. Do you want to in it? Mm. Hmm. So there's a plane here, so hopefully that's not too into the mic if it is, but yeah, that's what it is. Hmm. It's like a scene where Charles in this situation again. Oh, you didn't know what? Has he really not met him? They're both offended by that statement, I guess. Yeah, you kind of figured you'd be married, right? Queen. Oh, oh, tragic. Hmm. Yeah, this is a very high bar depending on the person you wanted to marry, but the US back then, I suppose. Yeah, I don't think they're familiar with headbands. Or whatever. At least that's what I'm assuming that was. They're not Japanese, but that a headband would be weird. Or strange, maybe not necessarily weird. Hmm. This is a fake tried thing. I guess they probably don't have limited supplies for these things then. I was gonna say, so she hasn't tried things on her own, but maybe she has. She kinda has to, right? Yeah, I was gonna say, there's a very clear death awaiting them. So being more future minded, or that makes sense naturally. Mm-hmm. No, not to be decision. I really don't like the word or the use of not like that. You didn't say you're not gonna go with it. Can't imagine. This is a strange thing to say, right? Hmm. I wonder if that's a thing that can make or not. It's kind of already died, I guess, but I don't know if that's something you. Yeah, I guess. I guess technically, if you wanted to, you could just keep selling your ideas and recipes and stuff like that. You're clearly not just gonna let yourself die. I'm wondering what exactly the solution will be. Well, yeah, that'd be the case for both of you. Yeah, I don't know why that would matter if the night you said it for that one or the other. So Kevin, I guess. Charles. Mm-hmm. Well, same one that they made for a similar one, I should say, not same one for the other girl. Or did you just mean that it's just that she made another one, not like design wise? Surprisingly honest. But I guess he may as well be. Definitely should not have said that. What is this then? What are these? Are these various gods? Are they nobles? Ah, do that at a baptism. That's interesting. Oh, see. Citizenship. Oh, this character is finally here. Stalking previews. He has finally shown up. Now, what are you doing with this? Give a look, but why specifically for him? And book. Because it is. And now that I think about it, they not have churches. They might have would have seen it. Not necessarily, I guess, the Bible, but something like that. Water, fire, wind, earth. I think I accidentally mixed the first one. God of life. Okay. Okay. Describing the seasons and these gods. Hmm. Okay. What a strange ways for that. What if it just doesn't say any of that, right? The joke is going to be over my head, but I meant just a silly pose. Yeah. Hmm. Oh, I see. They put her into thinking she's rich, or is that just what she was thinking? Instead of just like a normal. Mm, have a library here. Chain library. Oh, so close yet so far away. So something like read your blood like that. Hmm. Don't think it's gonna be that easy, unfortunately. Hmm. Hmm. Kind of far. Too much. Hmm. Okay. That episode ended sooner than I was expecting. Not because it went by too fast, but I feel like not too much happened that episode. So I'm actually kind of. I guess the episode started with the talking to the merchant, and then the noble daughter, and then finding about it. So I guess there was a few things that happened this episode. It just, I don't know, for some reason I thought the entire episode was the temple, but obviously it was not that. I don't know why. Okay, so I guess she's possibly gonna be a shrine priestess. How long is the ceremony? Did she go back to it? I guess she already registered, right? So she already did the ritual? I don't quite understand the. Well, the ceremony depends on the apprentices, so I guess. She's still deciding, I guess. I don't know. Hey, you did finally show up. You did not? Oh, I guess he did say it like a line. So he's a priest then? I wonder what is in those books though. Well, alright then. Alright, I think the next video will be the last two of this part, this season. And then I think I'll officially just be back to doing 2 at a time. Did want to do 4 to help speed this along. So looks like I'm fine. I'll have to really manage the space on my laptop, unfortunately, but it all has worked out well. This episode was a nice little break from the. Well, I guess not, because she was still talking about whether she was gonna let herself die, and that's kind of depressing. But I don't know. There's guys a lot about because the gods and then they pray to, and that's interesting in the very least. But other than that, I think that's it. Thank you for watching. Goodbye. Alright, it is time to finish. Season 1 or part 1? I'm not quite sure. I never got a confirmation one way or the other. I think Mal listed it as season 1, and the next thing is season 2. But I'm pretty sure it's like a split curve thing that they've been doing now with a lot of animes. When they do a part 1 and then later a part 2. But I didn't look into it. So, without too much further ado, episode 13. In 3, 2, 1, start. Went to the temple, laughed at the customs, as you do. Went into a library, realized that there were books there, and now wants to be a shrine priestess. Oh, apprentice priestess, she's a child. And this has finally introduced that one character that's been in the previews and the narrator, but has not been officially introduced. I think he was also in the first 20 seconds of the first episode too as well. And that has been it. I don't remember if they have said his name. I think they probably have done it. So, but I have forgotten. It's been quite a while since I've seen those previews. So, we'll know in this episode, most likely. This is still a very nice opening. Nice and calm lullaby. Lullaby. The world is a cruel place, actually. I say that every episode now, at least until this opening is gone. It won't be funny, but I will say it regardless, I guess. This is every character except for the blue hair guy, I think. This is the last character to be introduced. You mine. This guy's just, are you lying to him right now? Not Toshokan. And if it's a different word. Well, obviously it's a different word. I mean, I wonder what the difference is between those words. Are you lying to this even? Do you really want to be a shrine priest just so you can read though? It's quite the career change as well. Merchant to I've been saying shrine priest, but that's not right. I don't know why I keep saying shrine priest. Priest of the temple. Does it look a bad thing? Eh? What? Oh, yeah, saying Miko, but I just think about what's the deal here? Okay, so it's just like a repetition thing? Is that more than that then? Is that all there is to it though? Are you sure? Like a nunnery? That's a better reason for that than the reputation thing. This does sound like you're going back on your promise. Still, she needs a way to not die. I guess the church in and of itself wouldn't help her all that much, though. All it would just give her books to read in a slowly dying moments, I suppose. Mm. So you knew as well? Oh, I like actually going with it. Mm. There he is. Mm. I want him to say Yorukobe. Mm. By reading it itself, she would. Yami no Kami. Mm. 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 I see. Mm. Mm. What are you guys doing? He pulled out the Holy Grail. He's gonna start the Holy Grail wars. Uh, yeah. I have no idea. What though? In a way, yeah. Well, there's I in English. Mm-hmm. 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 Right. But what exactly are they doing? There's a coup and the political purge in the capital. Hmm. Hmm. Oh yeah. There's the looking for people with the devouring to fill it. I see. What? Wait, what? What? Did she already know this? Isn't the whole thing? Wait, did they really not say mana to it at any point? Did I not know that? What were the explanations for then about the overflowing cup and everything? What did she think that was? Hmm. 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 Reasonable concern. Hmm. Mm. So do business with the judge. Sort of just agreeing to it. Uh-huh. Because fair enough. He's the only one that said it. Mm. Taste test. Mm. It's really need to though. The eyes in that shadow was really funny. Mm. A bit disappointed. Yeah. Yeah. That would be a very lofty dream, I think. Mm. And that wouldn't be too much reason to have loads specifically. Even if you could hire, especially if you could hire adults, that'd be more useful than loads would be. It's a sweet sentiment, no? Hmm. But is the church really sent to do anything bad, though? Obviously, Ben now is smart and would know more than me. Um, just trying to wonder. I guess they haven't really explained what they use the mana for, yeah. So a bunch of nobles would purge, and they no longer make as much mana as before because of the lack of nobles in general. So they are trying to replace those lost of nobles with people with the devouring that they can snatch up, I guess, essentially, and fill that void. But what for? Is he trying to make the Holy Grail war? I do not know. It looked like there was a lot, but maybe it's just a really long preview. Oh, it is actually just a really long. Why? Tatakai. Oh, I finally remembered what this sequence reminded me. Oh, that's really detailed. That end card really took me by surprise. Um, it reminded me of the Blaze Blue segments with the Teach Me Kokonoe and Teach Me Lychee segments, little GB forms, and I guess Blaze Blue Radio. And that's what those reminded me of. Finally figured it out recently because I was thinking about Blaze Blue. I was going to redo the story, but then that didn't really happen. But that's really unimportant. I'm curious where this church thing will go. I can't imagine it's nefarious. But who knows? Right, I suppose we'll figure it out on the next episode. See ya. Alright, hello. Episode 14 of the finale of the season 1 or part 1, whatever it is. I am ready to find out, I suppose, where this is all leading to. Because it's kind of been one long build up to what is exactly what she's going to be accomplishing or doing specifically. I am resizing the video here. Forgive me on that. Okay. I think that is all I wanted to say. The nobles need mana. Benno suggested making this a business deal effectively to protect herself. Probably just in general looking out for her as a child. But yeah, I think that is it. Let us get started. In 3, 2, 1, start. Oh, I'm gonna turn this slightly up. There we go. Sorry about that. Oh yeah, that was a little sad seeing that Luz think he was no longer gonna be useful to mine. And then we get this nice, peaceful. But I do kind of wish this anime did not have the recaps and then the opening. They don't have too much to talk about. There's not even like I don't know, a pre-opening scene that at least can say something about that would tease the rest of the episode. Maybe it is kind of what it is. Now the game we're playing is the church evil? Is it just the nobles? Is there anything actually bad happening? Is Benno just being too cautious? Is Benno actually a good person despite being Koyasu? You'll never know. There's also Kire. I think that's his voice. Who may or may not be trying to start the Holy Grail War. But we don't know. I really hope that's the entire reason for him being casted as this character, and literally no other reason. Julian. I got into a big kerfuffle. Hmm. Did they really not explain that of the manner? Hmm. It's a problem. I guess that would make sense. That is true. It's possibly true. Hmm. She would be alive though. It's a little bit better, right? Even though that's not a pleasant thought, I guess. Not her being alive, but her being away from you. Yeah, but what they do with that mana specifically, though? Hmm, that's true. You could wager your condition to them, I suppose. Not that there would be two outer swords without her, but I guess that depends what they're ultimately doing with that mana. So little. It's a little. Still in the love, that's the greedy part. True. Hmm. Oh wow, he's really telling you to do everything that you have at your disposal. Sorry. Even suggested to use your weapons, which is funny. Doesn't make sense. Not the guy. Hmm. Hmm. It's a lot of goals. All the three reasons. So yeah, what he she is funny to me now. Now that I finished Attack on Titan, it is also sweet. It's mostly the mother daughter. Hmm. Worried. Hmm. Hmm. The novels at least have some reputation of being unreasonable, I guess. I would say ruthless, but that might not be entirely accurate. I don't think they're gonna kill you at a church, I wouldn't imagine, but maybe they would. My parents, yeah. The low syllable level. Hmm. Church in the military, I guess, don't count them. Hmm. Yeah, and you're trying to use that. Some church does not seem that good. I think just feel because of devouring, not despite it. You do not have a very guess he would be a noble too, I suppose. I feel like eventually mine is gonna have to be the one to argue, right? Eh? You'd go that far. Why doesn't the military have a problem with plugging up a soldier? Or holding the bounce down. Because then there might be a problem with you resisting. This is kind of very serious. Can they actually restrain his father though? These are just... I got a really like Wolverine face now that I think about it. Is this really a game though? I feel devouring is really... Is he... Huh? Does she actually have magic power? So that coloring wasn't just the devouring? It's become a ghost in the Supernatural movie. The demon has awakened inside of her. Oh yes. Never a good point. Mm. This is not quite how I expected this scene to go. Maybe they'll go spots, but not this. Your family would be murdered. Yeah. Has she done that before? You know, I've been thinking the magical items can't be the only way to get rid of mana. You could just use the mana, right? I suppose so. At least you're a man of your word, I suppose. You're the only one that thinks that, though. Crushing. The bowing and now the crushing. That's good. That's what I said. Turn to a ghost in a movie. Hmm. Oh wait, you can actually see that? Because there's this the anime doing an art thing, an art style thing, but that was it. But you could actually see that. Mm. Mm. Very strong conviction. Oh yeah. Mm. You have that power. All of them. Huh? With no pushback or anything. That's nice. Well, it took you to manifest your anime powers. You almost killed the man. Still be a family. Hmm. I guess we got a lot of previews of that. Oh, what's that, Tilly? Not the sad lot. Lutz. What's it, Lutz? Hmm. You're just waiting. So I guess Tilly was worries were well founded. The Knowles did, in fact, try to kill them. Morag. a really sweet scene, but like, I don't know, welcome back in my home is kind of a Japanese thing, so I mean, then to suddenly stop there. Sorry if that's, I don't know. Alright, well, I guess I should wait until, um, wait until the ending here. See if there's anything extra. Because it's fine to listen to this ending one last time. Mm. Oh, he was saying something about an encoder. Something that didn't mess anything up. Apprentice persist. Oh, yeah, this is them saying part 1 is over. And assume that you would not be able to. But it looks so much different than the anime there. And that end card. Alright, well, I suppose that is the end of part 1. And, get the end of her finally having her apprenticeship, going from merchant to apprentice priestess, but still owning a company, I guess, with Lutz still making things for her, which is interesting, I suppose. I don't mind continuing. It's still pretty enjoyable. Okay, has been some turbulence with my laptop and things like that. Possibly another thing. But for now, I think this will be it. And if I continue, it might be a little bit, or it might not be. But now this is the end of season 1. Thank you for watching.